CTV News at 6 with Hudson Mack.
Good evening. Tomorrow's budget day in British Columbia, and the finance minister is dropping a few hints tonight as to what we'll see. Kevin Falcon promises a few surprises and says he plans to remain fiscally prudent so that BC doesn't lose its AAA credit rating. For government employees, Falcon says the budget tomorrow will not include job cuts, but they shouldn't go looking for raises either. Ordinarily, politicians fight over the budget after it's been released, but as our legislature reporter Stephen Andrews shows us tonight, it appears that today they just couldn't wait.
The NDP would rather tax and raise costs to families every opportunity it gets, Mr. Speaker.
The numbers for this year's provincial budget will be released tomorrow, but already the politicians are squabbling.
What the NDP might present if they had a budget to deliver tomorrow.
The Liberals acting more like opposition than government, attacking Adrian Dix and the NDP.
He conveniently tells one by one the groups he's meeting with that he agrees with their position or thinks that they should deserve more funding. And now we've taken the time to list off all those different promises in one place.
And the Liberals have been listening for some time, reaching as far back as 2007 for a Dix promise on increased money for healthcare. Other budget items on the list: money for childcare, improvements to transit, and dollars for teachers' contracts. The Liberals are putting a $5.2 billion shortfall on the NDP statement, saying it amounts to nearly $3,000 in additional spending per person. And the Liberals say if the NDP follows through with those commitments, you would be paying $700 more tax every year. The NDP says the numbers are ridiculous.
That is completely untrue. That is completely untrue what they said. They made it up.
But if the $700 figure is wrong, how much is an NDP government going to cost?
We got a better policy on health care, a better policy on education, a responsible plan that they'll fully know before they vote.
Will it cost them more money?
That seems fair to me.
Will it cost them more money?
Well, the Liberal plan is costing them more money.
No, well, the NDP plan costs them more money.
What we have to see. Well, Stephen, you know, you're saying I should release the plan for the 2013 election now, and I'm not planning to release it now. When are you? Before the 2013 election.
For his part, Kevin Falcon is looking forward to presenting his first budget that he acknowledges will have some surprises. But for those who work in government, the finance minister says they don't have to worry about sweeping job cuts.
What you will see is what you've seen in the past, which is through attrition, through retirees in the system, we've been slowly seeing a reduction in the public service. So that won't change. We continue to have an aging civil service. But we don't believe it is necessary to have to find those savings by reducing staff.
The finance minister says the bottom line on the budget: prudence, doing more with what we have.
For the increases that continue.
It's why Kevin Falcon has chosen to forego the tradition of wearing new shoes for tomorrow's statement, opting to stretch the life of his old ones a little further.
And Stephen Andrews joins us with more. Stephen, the NDP leader appeared a little miffed in that exchange today.
He certainly did, Hudson. I mean, it's over that figure of $700 of increased taxation that the Liberals have managed to put on his head today as this preemptive strike before their budget. They believe that reporters are buying into it. Now, Dix says it's unreasonable to cost his platform before the election, and he says that he's already announced two tax initiative, which has never been done before. And the NDP are really now painting themselves as the government in waiting. And as they get closer to that date, that election of 2013, Hudson, they're going to get a lot more of those tough questions. So hopefully they'll be able to provide some kind of answer as we get closer to that date.
Be an interesting day tomorrow. Stephen, thanks.
It will.